All right, what's up, everybody? It has been a minute for me because I had a goal to make 2 YouTube videos a week. I wanted to post twice a week for the entire year and see how that went for me, and just to see how it grows my channel, and yeah, just to challenge myself as well. But I have failed, you guys. But that's okay because there's opportunity to grow, get back into it. I have not even been consuming that much video content. Usually I'm watching other booktubers and YouTubers, but I think it's good to have a break sometimes because it helps you be creative yourself without like comparing to other people and stuff. So, yeah. So, I missed you all. I miss interacting and just uploading. So I am back with another quick video. This week I aim to have 3 videos to kind of make up for lost time to update. But yeah, hopefully three videos this week and 3 videos next week. Because I had some vlog content, but I did not upload it yet. I just have the footage and I haven't edited together. So yeah, in this video, first let me introduce myself. My name is Aaliyah and I make bookish videos, love to read, and just kind of the vibe over here. Bookish things, vlogs, updates, and things like that. So in this video, I wanted to just recap my February reads, and I only read 3 books in February. Only read 3 books. I was aiming for 4. I thought I was gonna read 4 in February, but I got 3 in, and it's a short month, so I'm like, maybe 5 for March, maybe. But stay tuned for my March reads. So the first book I read in February was First Lie Wins by, I forgot who was by. I don't know who was by. Ashley, Amy, I forgot. I'm sorry to that author, but yeah, that's the first book I read in the month of February. It was a library book and also a book club pick for me for a book club that I'm a part of on Fable. And honestly, I have not thought about that book since I read it. Usually with thrillers, mystery, suspense type books, you kind of think about it and think about their mindset and what's going on. But nah, it was average. The plot was pretty good. It's pretty, I don't know, like it was unusual, but I couldn't really tell you much about that book, and I literally just read it last month. So that just goes to show that it wasn't that captivating to me, that I was kind of trying to just get through the book. Yeah. I can't even remember. And I think I'm mixing up characters now with an audiobook that I'm re-listening to right now. And so I think I'm mixing those 2 books up as I'm thinking about it before I tell you the plot of First Lie Wins. But basically, this girl she has multiple like identities, and she's hired for a job to kind of get information and intel from different high profile clients. And then there's a twist of who is actually like setting her up, and that's how we're kind of following along. And then once it was revealed who was behind it, I was like, yeah, duh, okay. Yeah, so it was just average to me. It wasn't super high suspense or anything like that. The second book I read was This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. This Could Be Us, and that is between a 4 and a 5 star for me. Maybe 4.5. I really, really enjoyed that book, and I feel like it was more engaging, even more so than Before I Let Go, because there was like more drama in the beginning, I feel like, where I was more invested. I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen? And some twists came in, but it's following Soledad and Judah. He is a dad and divorced, and then Soledad is also becoming divorced and has three girls. And yeah, it's a romance novel, of course, but Kennedy Ryan always does a good job of incorporating real life, real storytelling. In the books, there's representation in the book of diversity and just also autism representation as well in the book. And so that was really great to read about, because I feel like you don't read about that enough, or I've never read a book before with that type of representation in it. Yeah, but then once of course they get together, I'm like, okay, what now? How are they going to end up? That's my problem with romances. I feel like once the people get together and they've overcome the trials and the naysayers about their romance and all that stuff, I'm like, after that, what else are you going to tell me? I feel like it's to just tell me the epilogue, And I know we can't rush the story like that, but I just feel like there should be more elements to it after they get together as well, if that makes sense. Because we know there's going to be opposition. We know there's going to be people that don't want them to be together, and it's like a forbidden romance sometimes. But in this book, it was that, and without giving too much away. But yeah, but I feel like I struggle with romances a lot in that aspect of, okay, what else is it giving? I like the lead up to it, the romance, but then once they get together, it seems like too fluffy and picture perfect to me. So yeah, if y'all have any recommendations for other romances that don't do that, and you feel like it keeps you engaged and interested in reading their entire time, then let me know. But still, top book for me. And I don't know if I like it more than Before I Let Go, because there's just aspects of both of the books that I really, really enjoyed. And then Can't Get Enough is her new release that comes out in May. And yeah, I'm excited for that. It's right before my wedding anniversary, May 13th. And I got married May 15th. So maybe that'll be my anniversary gift for my husband or something. The last book I read, honey, I was at a conference all last week, so that's why I struggled to upload, and I was reading this on the way to the conference. And I was a little nervous about someone asking me, what are you reading? Because I was like, I don't know how to tell you what I'm reading. But that is The Coldest Winter Ever. The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Souljah. And this book was a quick read for me. It kept me engaged the entire time, but I will say there is a lot of explicit content. There is a lot of triggers in this book. So really, if you struggle with things like that, I would not suggest you just pick it up blindly, but kind of investigate a little bit before you read it. But this book has been out a long time, so I'm sure most of you all have probably already read this book, or you have heard of this book. And so it follows the main character, Winter, and her family dealings and the drama of it all, how she gets, into fights and arguments with people. She is bold. She is outspoken. She takes no stuff from people. But then it's hard to believe that this is a teenager, like a girl in high school, of what she is going through, and just the language in the book and how they speak about one another, speak to each other. But it also felt so real at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. like, I felt Winter was just like my homegirl. And I think I mentioned this before, like, she's just kind of talking, like, it's written like somebody you would talk to regularly. Like, it's not trying to be prim and proper and explain all the details. It's just like, this is what it is and this is how it's gonna be. So I really appreciated that about this book. I thought it was going to dive more into Midnight's character, because my mom gave me this book and she said she loves Midnight, and that is one of the guys in here. And it didn't really talk much about him. And I was just like, at one point in the book, I thought she was going to meet up with him. Then she didn't. I was like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then I feel like she's my little sister. Like, Winter is my little sister, where I'm like, girl, get it together. Get it together. So that's that. And I actually have the next one in line, which I opened up for my February, like, unwrap. For every book I have for a month, each month of the year. And I do immediately want to get into this one. So yeah, Life After Death. It talks about Winter after she gets out of prison, I think. And yeah, y'all gotta read it if you haven't already to know why she is in prison. Yeah, but she held it down, really. Like, Winter held it down with all her family was going through chaos and mess, her sisters. So it was a really good book. And I feel like perfect for the 90s. And then Sister Souljah also wrote herself into the book. And in the back of this book, which I still have the bookmark in it, it is the collector's guide, and it gives you like character studies on each character in the book. So like Winter, Midnight, Winter's dad, I think some of her friends, and gives a deeper dive of like how Sister Souljah like came up with the characters and how she wrote them. So I still have a bookmark in here because I want to read that before I hop into Life After Death. And so these are the two books that kind of got me hooked, and this one ended my February reads. And stay tuned for my March read. I'm not gonna do like a TBR jar or anything because I still have a lot on my TBR from February that rolled over, but I'm just gonna give you my hopefuls. Yeah, what I aspire to read in March. And so stay tuned for that video coming up this week as well. Bye.